It's tough when you talk to officials and I ask them, hey, we only shot 2 free throws. We only went to the free throw line twice up into the fourth quarter, and she tells me it's not her job. It's frustrating, and I don't give a damn if I get fined because that's cheap, and I am tired of it because I've been nice and I've been humble with it, but I am tired.
Barbie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Barbie? The emotional decline continues for Angel Reese. The temper tantrums, the complete loss of emotional control continues for the Bayou Barbie, as well as the Chi-Town Barbie and Double Barbie, and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided to give her.
Think Angel Reese is all smiles and game day glam? Think again. Tensions reached a boiling point during a recent Chicago Sky game, and this time, the outburst wasn't directed at another team, but at her own coach. In a moment that caught fans and commentators off guard, Angel appeared visibly frustrated as the Sky unraveled on the court. Was it intense passion? Built-up frustration? Or something deeper, like a missed play or miscommunication? Whatever triggered it, one thing's clear. This wasn't just a rough night on the scoreboard. It was a full-blown sideline drama that had fans reacting instantly online. Now, calls for disciplinary action are growing louder. Some supporters see it as a heat-of-the-moment reaction from a competitive player. Others are demanding accountability. One thing's for sure. This situation has sparked serious debate about professionalism, leadership, and team chemistry in the WNBA. And for the Chicago Sky, this wasn't just another loss. It was a public unraveling that's now fueling controversy across the league.
I was like, good God, she can't get out of her own way. And I don't give a rat's how frustrated she is. The Chicago Sky should suspend her for this. They won't, because they're too damn scared of her fans.
It looked like frustration had reached its peak for Angel Reese. In a moment that shocked everyone courtside, she knocked a clipboard right out of an assistant coach's hands. An action that instantly sent the Chicago Sky bench into stunned silence. No one was quite sure what to do. Call a timeout or just try to diffuse the tension. 1 second, it was just another WNBA game. The next, all eyes were on Angel as emotions boiled over in full view of the cameras. It felt less like a basketball game and more like a dramatic chapter in what's quickly becoming the Angel Reese saga. And this episode was anything but quiet.
This is some Bush League lack of respect. This behavior can't happen. It can't happen. Look at that. Slap a keyboard out of the coach's hand. They ought to give you 2 to 5 games for that.
The WNBA hasn't seen this level of drama in quite some time. Not since the days of Liz Cambage bringing her own brand of intensity to the spotlight. Now, Angel Reese has found herself at the center of attention after a nationally televised outburst, including slapping a clipboard mid-game. A moment that quickly went viral. So how did the league respond? Well, Hama didn't. No statements, no action, just silence. To some, it's brushed off as passion. To others, it raises questions about accountability. In today's sports world, where social media buzz often outweighs discipline, it seems a player can spark controversy one day and still end up being celebrated the next. It's a new era, and for better or worse, moments like these are shaping how fans view the league and its stars.
Referees blew every whistle. Like, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. There was one play where Angel Reese dribbled backward. She backed into Aaliyah Edwards and tripped over her own feet and got free throws. The free throws that led to this happening were unbelievably soft. That led to Angel Reese breaking a coach's.
Fans across the WNBA were left stunned. Some reaching for the remote, others just trying to make sense of what they'd witnessed. The question on everyone's mind? How much leeway does a player really get before on-court frustration turns into something more disruptive? And to be clear, this didn't come across as just heat-of-the-moment intensity. It felt like a full display of someone who believes they're the center of the story, regardless of what's happening around them. The reactions speak for themselves. Shocked fans, divided opinions, and a spotlight that's not going away anytime soon.
So Angel Reese, the most toxic player in all of basketball, is out here slapping clipboards out of her coaching staff's hand because she's so mad her team committed a foul in the crunch after she shot 15 free throws this game. This is the lowest of the low disrespect that you can show to your coaching staff. She trying to get y'all locked in, worried about the next play, and you so toxic with your terrible, awful.
The Chicago Sky found themselves trailing once again, a pattern that's becoming all too familiar this season. Missed opportunities, broken plays, and late game collapses have been stacking up fast. But instead of focusing on regrouping, adjusting on defense, or leading her teammates through the pressure, Angel Reese appeared to take out her frustration on a clipboard, as if it had somehow caused the loss itself. It was a moment of raw emotion, but one that raised serious questions about leadership and composure under pressure.
I would be worried about Angel Reese demanding a trade. Earlier in the season, she had no one to blame but herself, but over the last 4, maybe 5 weeks, Angel Reese has been dominant and you're still losing.
Now imagine being the assistant coach in that moment, just trying to draw up a play that might salvage the game, or at least keep the team from completely unraveling. And out of nowhere, Angel Reese lashes out, knocking the marker like it personally offended her. At that point, you're not even frustrated. You're just wondering how it all spiraled so fast. Meanwhile, Angel's pacing the sideline, clearly fired up, and the WNBA's response? Minimal at best. No statements, no consequences. Just business as usual. Some fans even joked that Commissioner Kathy Engelbert might as well have handed her a bonus check and a camera crew, because the drama felt more like a reality show than a professional game. And while all of that unfolded, another stat left people scratching their heads. Angel Reese went to the free throw line 15 times in a single game. 15. For some, that's just aggressive play. For others, it raised serious eyebrows. Was it deserved? Or is there a bigger question to ask about officiating and fairness across the league? Either way, the controversy keeps building, and so does the conversation around Angel Reese.
You know, this is something that has been talked about by so many other people, but guess what? You've been ignoring it, and now Angel Reese is screaming about it, and do certain people want to take heed and listen? Oh, yeah. It's the group that likes to hate on another player who, and I mean, we largely see the amount of bad calls by officials in these games. And I have said from the beginning, the officiating in the WNBA is absolutely terrible.
You know something feels off when it looks like the referees are practically handing out favors like holiday gifts, complete with a bow. Chicago Sky fans were left wondering if they just watched a competitive basketball game or a sideline therapy session. And yet, despite all of it, the favorable whistles, the emotional outbursts, and the sideline drama, the Sky still came up short. Even with Angel Reese showing the kind of passion that had everyone talking, and an assistant coach looking visibly rattled, the result was the same. Another loss. At this point, it's almost impressive how consistently things seem to fall apart in crunch time. If missed chances were a stat category, Chicago might just lead the league. Angel Reese continues to dominate the headlines, but not always for her stat lines. From passionate post-game pressers to viral sideline moments, the spotlight rarely fades. And when questions are raised about her behavior, the response is always the same. She's just passionate. It's the go-to phrase in modern sports PR, where intensity blurs the line with accountability. What some call leadership, others view as a lack of control. And what's seen as grit by some, others consider frustration spilling over. At the end of the day, one thing is clear. Angel Reese is a lightning rod for conversation. And whether fans love it or hate it, the league keeps leaning into the drama.
You slapped the clipboard out of her hand. Why do you guys hate Angel Reese so much? The Angel Reese hate is so forced. This is why we hate the bricklaying sloth. She has a terrible attitude, awful, toxic. This is why she has no friend. This is why the world hates her, except for the Black Clan and the Black Clan panders, man. I don't think I've ever seen a player slap the clipboard out of their coaching staff's hand. Look at it. Look at y'all bricklaying sloth.
Right now, the fan base feels more divided than ever. It's almost like watching a real-life showdown. Half the crowd is calling for immediate suspension, while the other half is posting highlight reels set to inspirational music. To some, Angel Reese is being reckless and disrespectful. To others, she's a fearless icon rewriting the rules. There's no middle ground. You're either fully on board or completely fed up. And if you dare to offer any form of criticism, prepare yourself. Social media will come after you like you just tried to cancel a pop star mid-tour. Forget honest debate. It's all about loyalty and energy now. Meanwhile, Chicago Sky fans are just trying to get through the season. Wins and losses have become background noise compared to the drama happening on the sidelines. Coaches are less focused on playbooks and more focused on keeping the locker room calm. Officials seem hesitant to intervene. And fans? They're mostly here for the chaos and the memes. Now, let's be clear. Angel Reese is undeniably talented. She's tough, physical, and dominates the boards like every rebound is personal. But talent alone isn't enough. Without emotional control and leadership, even the brightest stars can become distractions. And right now it feels like we're witnessing that tension unfold in real time.
Are you kidding me? That is one of the most disrespectful acts I've ever witnessed by a professional athlete towards their coach, one of their coaches. I mean, wow. Wow. What are we doing?
This doesn't feel like the rise of a breakout star, and it's starting to look more like a public unraveling, disguised as empowerment. What we're seeing isn't just competitive fire, it's the pursuit of attention, viral moments and brand building, and Angel Reese knows exactly how the game works. She's aware the league is unlikely to step in. Every emotional outburst, every headline, every viral sideline moment only boosts her following, brings in new sponsorships, and keeps her name trending. And let's be honest, controversy creates clicks. The more dramatic the moment, the more coverage it gets. That's just how modern sports media operates. But who ends up paying the price? The league itself, and which risks becoming more focused on entertainment than basketball. The WNBA is growing, yes, but moments like these challenge how it balances image with integrity. So, what happens next? The pattern is familiar. The outburst gets reframed. Instead of calling it misconduct, it gets labeled passion and competitive spirit. The story gets spun into something inspirational. Don't be surprised if next week someone's selling custom clipboards with Angel Reese's face on them. And yes, they'll probably sell out. It's the reality of today's sports world, where performance isn't just on the court, it's also in the spotlight.
We know Angel Reese has definitely been in the headlines, man, after erupting in a press conference, pretty much swearing at reporters. And I'm here to tell you today is another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes, now all of this went down during the Washington missed this game. This happened on national television.
Meanwhile, the growing calls from fans demanding accountability, they're being brushed aside faster than a forgotten stat line in a preseason game. What would actually be refreshing is if, just once, the league took a stand and said, "This isn't the standard we want to set." That showing respect to coaches in the game itself actually matters. But instead, the machine keeps rolling. Why? Because let's be honest, controversy brings clicks, drama drives views. And when it comes to business, discipline doesn't always make the highlight reel. So no, don't expect a suspension, expect a streaming deal. Angel Reese, untouchable. Coming soon, complete with behind-the-scenes footage of sideline blow-ups and buzzer-beater free throws. And this isn't just about Reese. She's simply the latest face in a growing trend where spectacle is often rewarded over sportsmanship. Imagine a player lashing out in frustration, and instead of being held accountable, getting praised for being authentic and expressive. It's a message that speaks volumes. If you stir up enough attention, the spotlight stays on you, for better or worse. Even the excuses are predictable. She's just passionate. She's showing emotion. Or the favorite go-to. She's a misunderstood leader. But let's be honest, leadership doesn't look like flipping clipboards or storming off mid-huddle. In 2025, though, it seems sometimes headlines matter more than habits.
I was very surprised that Angel did that. I can understand it was the waning seconds of a hotly contested game, but that's disrespectful. You don't knock a clipboard out of your assistant coach's hand. Like, there's a lot of other ways that you can give people what you're feeling inside without disrespecting your coaching staff. Like, I don't vibe with that. I thought she was way out of bounds.
And just like clockwork, Angel Reese's biggest supporters flooded social media, defending her actions at full volume. The usual phrases showed up fast. She's young, she's growing, and of course, she's a queen. Some fans even went as far as to compare her to Serena Williams, a legendary athlete who built her legacy through dominance on the court, not sideline outbursts. But hey, welcome to the internet in 2025. Let's be honest, this wasn't about basketball. It wasn't about team strategy or winning. This was about spotlight. And she made sure the cameras didn't miss a single second of her reaction, captured from every angle and perfectly timed for maximum visibility. Mission accomplished. She ended up with more screen time than some of the game's top performers. As for the assistant coach, after that sideline incident, they quietly disappeared from public view. All we got was a brief statement filled with vague PR language like, "We're addressing the situation internally," which usually translates to, "We hope this blows over soon." Spoiler alert, it probably won't. Meanwhile, other teams in the league, the ones that actually focus on teamwork and respect their coaching staff, are barely getting noticed. Because in today's WNBA media cycle, it often feels like headlines go not to those who perform best, but to those who generate the most drama. And in this case, the drama may have overshadowed the basketball entirely.
I'm not one to blow up negativity, but Angel Reese supposed to be leading young women and being a great example to girls and kids all over the world. Well, I'm here to tell you, she was not leading by example today.
Let's be honest, if Caitlin Clark had knocked a clipboard out of a coach's hands on live TV, the media reaction would have been completely different. We'd probably be watching special reports, endless commentary panels, and think pieces across every sports outlet. But when Angel Reese does it, the moment is reframed as passion, applauded, even rewarded. So where's the line? Are coaches supposed to start bringing backup clipboards to the bench, just in case emotions run high again? Are players now expected to wear extra padding, not for the game, but for the timeouts? The league seems to be packaging every outburst as a moment of growth, but if that's what leadership looks like now, then something important is being lost. Being a star in this league should come with more than just fame. It should come with accountability. Right now, it feels like basketball has taken a back seat to theatrics. And Angel Reese? She's become the face of that shift, the biggest lightning rod for attention, headlines, and viral moments. And maybe that's by design, because we might be witnessing a turning point, where the scoreboard matters less than the storyline, where on-court performance takes second place to sideline drama. And perhaps in this new version of professional sports, the real battle isn't over wins and losses. It's over who can dominate the conversation.